Peter Schmeichel, Edwin van der Sar, David De Gea. Which one was better? Okay, look, over the years, Manchester United have been blessed with some wonderful goalkeepers, most notably the three I just mentioned. Peter Schmeichel, Edwin van der Sar, and David De Gea. Each of them have been instrumental in winning titles and trophies, but which one was better? Schmeichel, arguably the biggest character of the bunch, was a tremendous goalkeeper. He was commanding, made wonderful saves, was a leader. He even scored a goal. One thing I liked about him was that he was extremely vocal to his back line and wasn't afraid to give them a good telling off if they weren't doing their job. He did, however, have some mistakes in him now and again, as we saw in his last season for us. Ironically, his most successful season for us, the 98 to 1999 treble season. He did play an instrumental part in it though, especially saving that Dennis Bergkamp penalty in the famous 98-99 FA Cup semi-final game against Arsenal. But as I alluded to before, the season was filled with a few mistakes by him, so I will take that into consideration. Next up, we have the Flying Dutchman, Edwin van der Sar. This guy, I'm going to say, is my personal favourite Manchester United goalkeeper of all time. This guy was so good. Probably the best kicker and passer of the ball. Like Schmeichel, he was extremely commanding of his area and he knew how to talk and communicate to his defenders. He was an excellent shot stopper as well. Arguably the most trustworthy and consistent of the lot. He rarely made mistakes for us, but unfortunately sometimes he did make mistakes, and when he did make mistakes, it was usually in important games as well. The 2009 Champions League final against Barcelona, he was beaten at his near post by Samuel Eto'o. The year prior to that, in another Champions League final, this time a triumphant one for us, he slipped for Lampard's goal, which for me was a mistake. Another Champions League final goal, which he could have done better, was Pedro's goal, the opening goal in the 2010-11 final. Heck, even David Villa's goal I think was savable for me. So I will take that into consideration as well. Now on to David De Gea, one of the best shot stoppers ever. He had cat-like reflexes. The guy pulled off some of the greatest saves I have ever seen. If I had a penny for the amount of times this guy saved our bacon, I'd be a millionaire. The guy has some absolutely ridiculous saves in him. Saves that he had absolutely no right to make. But, and this is a big but, he had some major flaws. His kicking being one. De Gea's kicking was absolutely atrocious. He couldn't pass the ball to save his life. His commanding of his area, or lack of it, was a big negative to his game for me. He was an absolute weakling, a big softie. He never claimed the ball, he never punched the ball. He was quite frankly weak and pathetic. So for that reason, I'm going to place him at third. Number two is a tough one for me. I like both. I like the Great Dane and I like the Flying Dutchman. But my favourite, as I said before, is Van der Sar. And he could definitely easily be our best goalkeeper ever. I do think Schmeichel showed slightly more with regards to leadership qualities, however, and he didn't make as many mistakes as Van der Sar did in big finals. So for that reason, Edwin van der Sar will be my number two, and number one, my winner, the greatest ever goalkeeper to play for Manchester United. We have the Great Dane, Peter Schmeichel. A leader, a legend, an icon. He commanded his area like no other. He made some top saves. He was one of the best kickers of the ball I ever saw. And his throws likewise. I have never seen anyone throw the ball out like him. His throws could literally start an attack. So for that reason, Schmeichel, You are my number one. This is the director of football, and I'm signing out. Peace.